What's up, guys? How are you? I've been doing good, doing back-to-back-to-back videos. I'm catching up because I went on vacation and I need to catch up on a lot of videos. Today, we're doing a review of a somewhat viral fragrance. It was viral on TikTok. I don't think it was viral anywhere else. It is a fragrance by a creator. It's a fragrance by Paul Reacts and Okja. It's, I think, my first Okja fragrance review on this channel. It's not the actual perfume, it's the fragrance oil. At first, I saw the perfume. I was going to review it, but I thought it was too expensive because it's like $55 to $60. And I think that's a little too expensive to review a dupe. I didn't really vibe for that. So I was like, nah, not yet. And then this one came out, and then I also didn't want to review it because it was too expensive. And then a deal came out on this that was like $20 something or $30, I think it was $25 something. I was like, cool, I'll get that instead. So I got this, and it's a cute little, look at that cute little thing. Look at that cute little bottle. This is the Okja and Paul Reacts That Girl Viral Vanilla. My number one critique at this point is I don't understand the name. That Girl would be one name, Viral Vanilla is the other name, I guess, but I don't really get what that means. But whatever, I'm just not with it. I'm a millennial, I'm not a Gen Z.
You're so old.
So we start with a sniff test. So while I do this, I gotta say, can I say how jelly I am of Paul Reacts? Not because he has a big channel, not because he's pretty famous, none of that. Like, whatever, I'm glad for him. I'm not jealous because of that. I'm so jealous about how extroverted he is. I wish I were that extroverted. I'm not an extroverted person by nature. Creating this channel, part of that is to become more extroverted because I am an introverted person by nature. I am like one of the most introverted people I know. Like, if you don't talk to me, chances are I won't talk to you. I'm just like a very quiet, reserved person. Doing these videos, talking to you guys, is the most I talk in an entire week. This is like therapy for me. So I'm jealous of Paul Reacts, who is obviously very dynamic and very like extroverting, can express himself really well. I wish I could be that expressive. I wish I grew up that way. So I just put the oil here. Also, this is a cool bottle. This is something that Okja has. This has two ways of opening it. This opens one way like this. So it has a roller ball. And then a second way to open it is like this. So it has a little dipping stick. So there's two ways to apply it. So far, I only use the dipping stick. I almost never use the ball. That is pretty cool. That's a cool bottle design. Not sure how practical it is, but it's pretty cool design. That seems innovative to me. Smelling this is obviously a dupe of Bianco Latte. This is giving sweet, melted caramel, vanilla, gourmandy, very dense, decadent gourmand, right? I'm not sure how close it is to Bianco Latte. Bianco Latte is, I think, a little bit more lactonic. I think this is a little bit more caramelly, a little bit more sweet, a little bit more honeyed. I'm just getting a lot of sweetness, a lot of caramel, a lot of like gooey goodness. That's basically what I'm getting, ooey goodness. This is to me less Bianco Latte, more caramel cascade, more, I always forget the name of that stupid perfume. Maita, more leaning that direction, and it's very good. I love Maita. Maita is one of my favorite gourmands, so the fact that this is going in that direction, I really love. So it's a really good, ooey gooey, thickly sweet, dense, sweet scent. I really like that. Let's look at the notes for this. The top notes are caramel swirl and coconut milk. The middle notes are tonka bean and honey, and the base notes are sugared white musk, amber, vanilla, and marshmallow. I think the biggest obvious player here is that caramel swirl. Like, bam, caramel is like super present there. I think the marshmallow is also kind of like, I can smell that marshmallowy sweetness here. Am I crazy? Does Bianco Latte have lactonic notes? Let me check. No, it doesn't. No. Did I perceive it as milky? I don't remember. Now I'm thinking, shit, do I have to smell Bianco Latte again? We're back. Okay, so I'm back. I just sprayed Bianco Latte on this one. This is Viral Vanilla. This is Bianco Latte. Okay, so Bianco Latte smells a lot more caramel forward, but brighter caramel, less thick, less dense. Viral Vanilla smells considerably denser, marshmallowier, like enveloped. Think about Bianco Latte as you're entering a cloud of vanilla and a cloud of caramel. Viral Vanilla is more like you're jumping into a pool of it. Personally, I prefer that, the denser versions of it. I don't know why, but I'm not a huge fan of the actual Bianco Latte scent. I like it. Like, it smells great, but I think all the dupes do a better job than that. I might be insane, but I think a lot of the dupes do a better job than Bianco Latte of smelling like alluring to me. Eclair, I think, smells better. Oh, this one, I think, smells better. Even Maita smells delicious. Like, a lot of them attract my attention, like capture my attention a lot more than Bianco Latte. Bianco Latte just smells sweet and airy, but it's not necessarily, maybe it might be more sophisticated, maybe, but not something that I would pull me in. Sorry, I don't know, I'm going crazy. So let's talk about the online buzz for this. What are people saying online? On Fragrantica, this has a 4.01 out of 5 with 210 votes. The fragrance is not super popular on Fragrantica, but I know it's super popular on TikTok and super popular on Okja's website. The positives that people have been saying about this are pretty expected. It is a fantastic price. It has great projection for an oil, and it is a great everyday scent because it's not an overly wintry scent. It's a very nice everyday vanilla scent. I agree with all that. The negatives that people have said consistently in some of the reviews is A, it's a little synthetic. I think synthetic is not a thing. When people say synthetic, I think it means that they think it's cheap, and I think it's them comparing it to the original and saying, I don't like this, I'm gonna say it's synthetic. I don't know, that's just my vibe when it comes to synthetic. They say it's a little less complex than the original, I guess. But I'm selling the oil. I'm not selling the fragrance. The oils tend to be a little less complex in general. So that's not a fair assessment, in my opinion. It is a little bit less complex. And that this could be cloying in warmer weather, but that is true for any super sweet fragrance. Bianco Latte, it could be overwhelming in warm weather. A lot of people said it wasn't really comparable to Bianco Latte, but that's the perfume. To me, on dry down, I'm selling them side by side. This is airier. This is denser. In terms of fakeness, syntheticness, I don't know. That's just lower quality oils. I don't know about that. I'm not a huge fan of Ocha, I'll be honest with you. I bought Ocha Discovery sets and hated most of them. That was before I started this channel. That was back in the day. That was back when I started getting into perfumes. This is my second time getting into perfume. This is my third time trying to get into perfumes. My second time trying to get into perfumes. I bought a bunch of like fragrances and I started with Ocha, and I bought a bunch of Ocha sample sets and I hated all of them, and I thought, oh, this is what the like Dupe fragrance world has to offer. And I disliked it so much that I just kind of abandoned that idea. So it was that bad that I just abandoned the Dupe world because I thought Ocha was all that the world had to offer. I think it smells good. I think it's like 80% Bianco Latte. I think it's deeper than Bianco Latte. Is it better than Eclair? No. Is it better than Maita? I don't think so either, but I like it. It's different things. If you're not a fan of the milkiness that Eclair has, then this would be a better choice for you. If you're not a fan of the pure caramel that Maita is, this would be better for you. I'm not even gonna mention Caramel Cascade because I think Caramel Cascade is just junk. Sorry, Paris Corner. To me, that's bad, and I don't like that one. Ocha, I think this is a more dense caramel, but it's also a little bit darker. So that would fall there. Like if you're looking for something a little bit darker, a little bit messier than Bianco Latte, I wouldn't call it a downgrade. I would call it a side grade, something different. I'm not for like saying this is worse, this is better, whatever. The only one I would say that is like objectively worse is Caramel Cascade. All the other ones are just different versions of the same thing. Like they're different iterations of it. And personally, I don't think this is bad. I think it smells good. It's just a different kind of good. There is a hint of plasticiness. That doesn't turn me off. That's more like I think that comes off as like a oiliness. In terms of projection, this is an oil. It doesn't project that far. It projects maybe 3 feet. And then after 3 or 4 hours, it still projects like 1 foot. So it's, even though it projects not great because it's an oil, it does last a long time. I would say in projection, I would give it maybe a 7, but longevity, I would give it maybe 8. And scent, I would give it maybe a 9. Because I really like the scent. Like I would use this to sleep probably, and I have used this to sleep, but it doesn't last. I will say this, it doesn't last as long to sleep as Maita or Eclair. Eclair, I wear it on my pajama top. Like why am I touching my microphone? I wear a pajama top to go to sleep, and I spray it on my shirt on Monday and wear it a few days, and it's like I put it in the laundry, and then when I go to clean the laundry, I can still smell it on that shirt on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like it's still there. So it's like ever present. Like Eclair never goes away. Eclair is like it's a stalker of a scent. Maita goes away after like 3 or 4 days. This one goes away after maybe 2 or 3 days. Eclair is like a beast. Eclair is like a monster of a beast of projection and longevity. Who would like this? I think anybody who likes Eclair but wants something a little bit dirtier will like this. This actually reminds me a little bit more of not December Vanilla, of Artisan Ethnique a little bit. Just a teeny tiny bit. So this is between, like, you have Eclair, you have this, and then you have Artisan Ethnique, like in between those. That's what I would think this would fall into, because this is a little bit dirtier than Artisan Ethnique. A little bit dirtier than Eclair, less dirty than Artisan Ethnique. If that makes sense to you, great. If that doesn't make sense to you, then you need to smell all of them to make sense to you. Like it has a spectrum of clean vanilla sweetness to dirtier vanilla sweetness. And that's like how I'm projecting this in my brain. Like from the dirtier vanillas to the cleaner vanillas to the more gourmandy vanillas. This is somewhere in the middle of that. This is a good everyday vanilla, not super dominating vanilla. I think I would like that. I think it's a decent scent. I like it. Not my favorite vanilla at all, but good. So 9, 8 projection. I think I give 7 longevity overall. I think I would go 8. Not the best of the best, but not bad. I think that's a great scent, decent scent for everyday wear. If you can get it on a deal, sure, get it. Good. And if you love Paul Reacts, it's a way to support him. It's a way to support him without having to donate money, right? You get something out of it, and you get something tangible that he created. And he's a cool guy. Like, at least for me, I like him. One of the perfume creators that I like, I enjoy. I'm glad that I supported him in some way. So I'm glad I got this. That's it, guys. What do you guys think? Do you like this perfume? Have you tried it out? Is this something that's in your wheelhouse? Let me know your thoughts. Remember, the sense is subjective. What I like isn't necessarily what you like. Remember to comment, like, subscribe, and always remember to smell your best. See ya.